Hello, Fit Pros. Y'all, my lighting isn't right. It just came up on the screen and I can see it. My lighting is not right. Let's see what we can do. Hey guys, how you doing? Come on in, say hello. I want you to give me a comment. Super important to me. I like to see who's here. It also helps Facebook to know that I'm giving you valuable stuff, and then they show my stuff to more people. So you are actually helping people find great content that helps them build a business when you say hi to me in the beginning of the video. So say hi, y'all. Today we're talking. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so happy to serve you. I love what I do. I love you guys. And thank you so much for being one of my people. All right. Today, we are talking about how to move your business forward toward your vision in 2022. And I want to talk about this. Y'all, there's a difference between your vision for your business and your resolutions for your business. So, your resolutions are like these things, right? It's the tactics, it's the I want to get more solid on social media, I want to grow my audience, I want to make six figures this year. It's those types of things. But your vision is something else. Your vision is more akin to your why. Your vision is like, why would Oprah ask you to be on Super Soul Sunday? Your vision is like, what is the press going to say about you when you have revolutionized serving your specific audience with this fitness or health product that you serve them with? What is what is your place in this world? What is the thing that your business really does, right? So your ultimate vision is the thing that you see your business doing and being in this world. What is the big purpose for your vision? The reason it exists and the role it will play in the world. What will it be remembered for? So today we're going to talk about moving your business toward your vision, not just toward all of these tactics and projects and strategies that we're working on. Because moving the reality of your business forward toward your highest vision is what's going to really keep you in the game. It's what's going to really keep you motivated every day when you get up and you don't feel like doing it anymore and you can't stand to create another reel or another post or another story or another carousel. You can't stand to have another sales call. This is the thing that's going to keep you moving forward. And I want you to stay all the way to the end today, because here's what you're going to learn. Number one, we're going to talk about why our brains actually force us to remake our past every day. So, in what ways are you living Groundhog Day every day? And why does your brain do that to you? We're going to talk about how making decisions based on your current circumstances will keep you stuck in your past and prevent you from moving forward toward not only achieving those tactics, but also toward achieving your ultimate vision for your business. And how creating that ultimate vision, that big picture, will serve as a map to you. So it helps your brain to see what you're going to be doing when that vision is achieved, when you are really leading that dream business that gets you on Super Soul Sunday. So before I do that, let me say this. This is the Fit Pros Business Growth Show. This show is about building the business that impacts the fitness and health of others while paying you what you deserve and empowering you to live the life of your dreams. I'm Kelly Coulter. I've been a fitness instructor as well as an online marketing geek since the 90s. I've bootstrapped 2 six-figure businesses, and I believe that as fitness professionals, it is our time to take action to proactively create a healthier population in this world. We all have a unique mix of experiences, expertise, and personality that make us perfect for a specific audience. And it's my job to help you find and serve that audience so you can step away from the gym, serve clients you love, and make a real living doing it. Are you ready to make an impact and a real living in and an impact? I messed that one up. Let me say it one more time. Are you ready to make a real impact in the lives of others while creating the life that you dream of for yourself and your family? All right, let's get started, y'all. So the first thing I want to tell you today, you guys, give me a comment, say hello. I see a few comments here, but I want to see everybody in here telling me hello, letting me know that you're here. And let me ask you this. Do you have a vision for your business? Do you have that true big vision, that why that keeps you going? That big thing past, I want to make six figures, or I want to be able to contribute to my family's finances doing what I love to do. I want to quit my full-time job. Those are great things to have, but do you have a bigger one? I'm going to tell you about mine in a second, but I want to tell you one thing first. And let me just check my text messages because I was looking for a piece of information and I'm not sure that I've got it yet. Let me see. I think I do. All right. So, y'all, my sister, Jenny Wiggins, is an author. She is, as of today, a published author. Her book is now available on Amazon. It's in Barnes and Noble. I'm going to cry. It's in Barnes and freaking Noble. What? What? So, forever ago, she envisioned this book. It's like a funny book about being married. And I think she's been thinking about it since her wedding, like 20 years ago. And it's called Married AF. And it's this book that you buy for people for like a bridal shower or for a bachelorette party. And it's about like the funny situations in marriage. When you're at your wedding and your bridesmaids are all holding your wedding dress up over your head so you can go to the bathroom. Back in the day when we had the big full dresses, a lot of people don't wear those now. But so she wrote this book and she spent all the time researching the right publisher. She went through all the edits, did all the things, and she is now a published author and has this book out in stores. And I'm putting the link here so that if you've got a bride in your life, you can buy it for them. If you want to message her, she's in the Grow Your Fitness Business group. Her name's Jenny Wiggins. And if you want to message her, I'm sure you guys could coordinate how to get a signed copy even. She's done an amazing job on this book, and I'm really proud of her. And I hope that you guys will support her just like I'm supporting her. Love you, Jenny. All right. So I had to throw that in there. Please excuse my little family celebration there and feel free to support that if that speaks to you. All right, let's move on. So there was a moment in time a few years back when I could not see my way toward a coaching business. So if you know my story, you know I was running a marketing business. Before that, I was in the corporate world. I was running a marketing business and I really wanted to be a coach. And I knew that I wanted to coach fitness instructors, and I knew that I wanted to coach fitness instructors on creating their own businesses. But pre-COVID, that was not on a lot of people's radars, right? And so I was building the Grow Your Fitness Business group, and there were a lot of people in it, and we did a lot of fun stuff together, but it had nothing to do with business development because I couldn't understand how I was going to convince fitness instructors and personal trainers to get out of these jobs, the stable job, right? The stable job and start their own businesses. So I knew I had something to offer, and I knew that there were hundreds of thousands of fitness pros who were underemployed, who were overeducated, who were over-serving, who were just like me, working a full-time job for 20 years so that I could afford my career in the fitness industry, so I could afford to do what I really loved, right? I knew that there were hundreds of thousands of fitness pros just like me out there, and I knew that I could help them because I had bootstrapped my own business already. So COVID happens and that gives me a little kick in the pants and I just start doing the thing, right? I just start coming on here and doing the videos and saying, here's how you grow a business. Here's what happened when I did that. I started to see the bigger picture. So my brain started to see this map toward what is really possible. And then I started serving paying clients, right? So I started making a living as a coach. And then I really sat with that. So I took some time and I really sat with exactly what's going on in the industry. What is my place in the industry? What, if I'm really honest with myself, do I want to see from this business in the future? What's my highest vision for this business? And I'm going to share that with you, y'all. I believe that I have the opportunity to be the voice for an entire movement of fitness professionals, an entire segment of the industry who can step away from underemployment situations and go direct to consumer, where they have a chance to serve a niche in more efficient, more effective ways, where they have the opportunity to make the money that they deserve, where they have control over their own time and their own schedule and their own location. I believe that I have the opportunity to be a leader in that movement. And that is my vision for this company that I've started. So my vision is bigger than just to lead the Sell Out Your Workout boot camp next week or the week after. My vision is bigger than just coming on and speaking with you guys every week. I believe that we are a movement together of fitness professionals and that we are an entire segment of the industry who believe that we can go direct to consumer and do a better job serving our clients because we're in direct communication with them and direct relationship with them. Let me know if that makes sense. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I'd love for you to give me a little hearts and fire if you believe in my vision. Give me a little heart right there. It would mean everything to me, really. I love hearing what you guys have to say about these things. It's really important to me. So with that, I want to tell you what your brain does. Go, Kelly. Yeah. All right. So I want to tell you what our brains do to us to keep us kind of stuck and shrinking and pulling back, and why we sometimes make these visions, make these plans, and then for no reason at all, or we can't understand the reason why we give up and just stop. So, your brain is this massive, super intelligent machine, right? We all know that. And it has evolved over millions of years. It has evolved from cavemen, maybe from fish or whatever was before that, to keep you safe. The cavemen that stayed safe were the ones that lived to procreate. So when a caveman stepped into a freezing river and died, he or she did not have children. So their genetics did not get passed on. The ones that learned that if you step into a freezing river, you die are the ones that lived to pass on their genes. And that's just basic evolution, basic survival of the fittest, right? So now here we are, and we've got this brain that has evolved to keep us safe. And on a day-to-day basis, we learn what hurts us and what not to do again, right? You put your hand on a hot stove, it hurts, it burns. You're not going to do it again. That's on a basic level. That's how survival of the fittest works, and that's how we stay safe every day. We bring that information about what keeps us safe into the next day, and we stay with us. That's what trauma is, right? Trauma is that response that is automatic in your brain, and it is based on something that has hurt you in the past. So your brain doesn't have to switch on or think about how to stay safe when it encounters a trauma situation, you are right away going to react and run. So that's safety. In a more advanced way, science is actually beginning to prove that we pass trauma into our genes. Our DNA can be altered by trauma, and trauma can be stored in your DNA, and it can be passed from generation to generation. So in a very real physical, tangible way, trauma can be stored in your DNA and passed from generation to generation. So your brain, in very real ways, has evolved to keep you safe. Let me know if that is making sense for you. This is all going to come full circle in a minute. So if your brain has evolved to keep you safe, then what that means is that each day we make decisions that are based on what has kept us safe in the past. That means that every day you are pulling your past into your today. And if you don't do anything to interrupt that, you are pulling today into tomorrow. So your past in very real ways will dictate your future. Let me know if you've experienced that. So many of us have seen this happen and didn't realize what was going on. And it's that thought, why did I do that? Why did I give up on that? Why did I react that way? It is your brain pulling your past into your future. Okay, so I want you to imagine now a stairway. So I want you to imagine a stairway has a tread, which is the flat part, and then it has the part that goes up, right? And then it's got another flat part. If each day your decisions are made based on what has kept you safe in the past, then the safety zone is the comfort zone, right? And the comfort zone is the tread on the staircase. So it's the flat part. And flat parts are great. Flat parts are super comfortable. Flat parts are fun. Flat parts can be where you live for years. When I was a little baby fitness instructor, or before I was a fitness instructor, when I was just a fitness participant, and then I went and I taught my first class, I'll never forget it. I had not practiced. I had not made notes. I had just been taking a lot of step classes, and I decided I was going to teach one. And I got up in front of 25 people and just taught that class. Y'all, scary as hell. The first time I went on live in front of the Grow Your Fitness Business group, this was already a huge group because we had been together for years. And there were like 70 people watching. Like my first video ever, 70 people watching it was right there in that dining room. It was dark, it was blurry, it was grainy, it was terrible. I did an unboxing video. So before I was able to get to the comfort zone where things were good, right? Where I was doing a good job, I had to go up. I had to go up the tread. So the caveman in my brain is always going to show up when I have to hit that tread. So when you have to go from I'm comfortable to I'm comfortable, here in the tread is where the caveman lives. And the caveman lurks in the riser, and he's sneaky. And the caveman is going to do things and tell you things to keep you safe, to keep you on that lower tread. So caveman will do things like help you self-sabotage, right? So you're just going to quit. You're going to stop. You're never going to allow yourself to do the thing. The caveman's sneaky. He's going to give you sneaky thoughts. Caveman is imposter syndrome. That idea that who am I to teach this step class to these 25 women? Who am I to go live in my Facebook group and start talking about business building? I haven't done the things. I don't have the certifications. I haven't made enough money. I'm not thin enough. I'm not pretty enough. My makeup is not right. My lighting is not right. My equipment is not right. That is all imposter syndrome. And that is the caveman. Let me know if this makes sense, y'all. Give me some comments. I'd love to hear your sneaky thoughts. Think about the last time you did something for the first time, and what are the sneaky thoughts that started coming in and invading your consciousness. So the caveman lives in imposter syndrome. The caveman lives in physical illness sometimes. You're about to go on and teach your first class ever online, and all of a sudden you've got a cough and you've got a headache and you don't feel well. Your brain will do that to you on purpose. That is the caveman sneaking in. That is a what's it called when your brain makes up an illness? Let me know if you've got that word. So that can be the caveman, right? Your caveman can manufacture circumstances or rearrange your priorities. All of a sudden, it's more important that you pick your kid up from school 15 minutes early. Psychosomatic, thank you very much. So it's more important that you pick your kid up from school 15 minutes early, and then you don't do the thing that you were going to do, right? So your caveman can rearrange your priorities and tell you that your priorities are different than they are. Okay. So your primal brain evolves to keep you safe. And if we don't do something to stop that in its tracks and do something differently, then you pull your past into your future every day. So I'm going to talk about how making decisions based on your current circumstances, which is your comfort zone, your current comfort zone, even if you're not in a comfortable place, is going to keep you stuck in your past. So your caveman got you here, right? Your caveman has kept you safe every day and gotten you to where you are. The non-caveman version of you, the version of you that has the level 10 life, the version of you that has the vision, the version of you that is doing the big things, makes decisions differently. So the non-caveman version of you is not relying on the past or on the current, which is informed by the past, in order to make decisions. Because leveling up requires the ability to break free from making those decisions that have kept us safe up to this point. So what we have to do instead is hack our confirmation bias. So your confirmation bias is the idea that you see what you're looking for, right? So if you have read Mel Robbins, The High Five Habit, she talks about your confirmation bias in terms of a red Acura. And she says, if you go to the dealership and you're driving cars and you've never thought about buying a red Acura, but they have you drive a red Acura, now all of a sudden you're driving down the highway and you're seeing all of these red Acuras. It wasn't on your radar before. You weren't looking for red Acuras, so you would have had no idea how many red Acuras were on the road. But now you're looking for them and you're seeing them. That's your confirmation bias. Now, in very real ways, we can hack our confirmation bias to see the things that we want to see the good, to see the successes, instead of seeing what is that current reality that's really based on the past, right? So in order to hack your confirmation bias, then you have to create a vision for your future. So right now is the beginning of 2022, and a lot of us are making a resolution or thinking about what we want for our year. And I would encourage you to think even further. Think even bigger. So start to think about, what is that big vision? What is the thing that you want for your life and for your family and for your business when you've sat down with your best friend and you've had a couple glasses of wine? So what's the relaxed vision? What's the relaxed version of you's vision for your future? So I'm going to tell you guys another story. So back when I was in corporate America, in my last job before I left and started my marketing agency, I was in this job that was a little stressful. It was more than a little stressful. It was very stressful, and it was a little high profile. There were a lot of eyeballs on what I did. I ran a website for a large library system with 400,000 people in it, got 3,000 visits a day. Um, and it was stressful. And I found myself doing a lot of emotional eating. So I would do a lot of walking meetings with my team. And what a walking meeting was going to Starbucks or getting a chocolate milkshake. Um, y'all, it was a problem. I was eating. I mean, I was really packing it on. So, within a year or so, I gained like 35 pounds. And when I finally quit that job and started my own agency, of course, I thought that I was just going to, magically go back to my old weight. It did not happen. And also, the anxiety level did not really just go away. And I had to get really intentional about that. So, after a few years, after I really realized this isn't getting any better, took about 2 years before I was like, okay, this is not happening on its own. And so I started getting very serious about making sure that I was doing a little yoga and a little meditation every single day. So just 5 minutes every single day. And I started to see after a few months that my anxiety level went down. And when my anxiety level went down, I felt more comfortable. So this was not, it didn't have anything to do with taking that weight off, right? It was just feeling more comfortable, which was great because now I kept going with the yoga, right? Then comes the summer. And what I realize is that we're all going out on the boat and we're going to put our bathing suits on. And I've done my yoga and my meditation and I'm feeling all comfortable, right? And y'all, I don't care what I look like in my bathing suit, which is awesome because I feel so comfortable in my body that it doesn't matter that the outward evidence doesn't reflect how I feel on the inside. It didn't even matter to me. So then here's what happened. The weight starts coming off, right? I'm not emotional eating anymore. I'm comfortable. My brain can now see what it's like to be leaner and fitter because I've developed this map for my brain by feeling it and by being it, even though the outward evidence does not show it yet. Now, we're going to come back to that in a minute. I wanted to tell you that story, and then I'm going to tell you how the pieces of it fit into exactly the steps that I'm going to give you in just a minute. So, I have 5 steps for you in order to create a map for your brain to your vision. So I want you to get out a piece of paper and take some notes. There are 5 steps here. And by the end of these 5 steps, you're going to have a process that you can use. And I suggest that you repeat it a couple times a week, maybe every morning. And it's going to allow you to create a map for your brain to your vision, to that big vision for you. Okay, so step number 1. If you were to get up every day and grab a notebook paper and start to do a little mindset work, the first thing I would want you to do is practice gratitude. All of the science is showing that people who practice gratitude in their current situations are happier and more satisfied. That is a huge piece because you can't move forward effectively. You can't onboard new thoughts and new information and new dreams and new visions when you're stressed. So you have to get to a place where you're realizing the benefits of your current situation. So practice gratitude every day for your current situation. A lot of the newest journals and mindset books that you can get, they will always include like a little space every day for what are you thankful for. And that's because gratitude is so important in creating the future that you want. It's part of that confirmation bias that we just talked about. Okay, so step one is practice gratitude for your current situation. Now, step number two is knowing what you want and filtering your reality to match. So we're going to work a little bit more with that confirmation bias. And we're going to do that by stating what it is that we want. So what is that big vision? But not only that, this is a place where you can state your big vision, and then you can also state the littler things. What do you want to feel like at the end of the day today? What do you want to have accomplished this week? These are the things where this is the place where you can state exactly what you want. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to filter your reality to match what you have stated that you want. So you're going to see the evidence that you're moving towards success in that area. You're going to see evidence that you are getting things done and that you are that the thing is happening. So every day practice gratitude and then practice knowing what you want. State it every single day. I suggest writing it down. Okay, so step three, it can be part of your journaling practice, and it can also be something that you extend even further, and I'm going to talk about how. So I want you to show your brain what it looks like to have the thing, and I want you to do that by using at least 2 senses at a time. Okay, so a lot of people will make a vision board, right? And then they'll take that vision board and they'll put it up somewhere where they look at it every day. And a lot of people swear by vision boards, and a lot of people think they're crap, and both are right. But here's what a vision board does do. Let's say you make your vision board by grabbing magazines and you're cutting out pictures and then you're putting them on your board and then you're looking at it every day. First of all, cutting it out. That's a sense of touch. It's also the sense of sight. Gluing it to the vision board, putting it up, seeing it every day, repetition. These are all things that help to engage your senses in that vision of what you want. So vision boards are great, but let's take this a step further. Let's talk also about journaling. Let's talk about writing out exactly what it's like to have the thing that you want. So if you think about, let's say you're like me and you believe that your highest vision for your business is to lead a movement of XYZ type people doing, ABC. So I want you to sit down at least once a week and really write out, what does that look like? What does that mean? What do your clients say about you when that happens? What does the introduction to your award speech sound like? What does it feel like to be the person that has helped those people do that thing? What kind of clothes do you wear when you're that person? What does it smell like in your house when you have made your first $1,000,000? What you're doing is you're showing your brain what it looks like to have the future thing. And your brain cannot understand the difference between a past situation or a future situation when you envision it in that level of detail. Okay, so if those are both too touchy-feely for you, I've got a third. I've got a third way that you can show your brain what it looks like using at least two senses. And that is to visit places that make you feel like the person that gets the things, right? So if your vision is to create a company where you only have to work 3 days a week, where you only want to work you only need to work 3 days a week, right? So let's imagine that we've got this company, it's making six figures, and we only need to work 3 days a week. And then the reason that we want that is because we want to be able to hike the other 4 days a week. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is go hiking. One of the best things you can do to show your brain what it looks like to have the thing and to be the person that gets the thing is to go hiking. Now, maybe you don't get to go hiking 4 days a week, but when you do go hiking, soak it in. Know that this is a piece of your journey, y'all. It's part of being that business owner. It's part of being that person that gets the vision. Which brings me to step 4. And step 4 has nothing to do with a journal. You may do it around the same time that you do your journaling, or you may not. Step 4 is feeling. So one of the best things that you can do in order to help your brain create a map to that future and stop creating all of your decisions based on your past is to feel what it will feel like when you have the thing, what it will feel like when you have accomplished the thing, when you have done the thing, when you've got it. So sitting, getting relaxed, maybe holding your list of what you want, this list that you've made that helps you know what you want, and then feeling what that will feel like. And y'all, this is work. This does not come easily or naturally. It's really something that you have to take some time with. And here's what I find myself doing. I find myself sitting down and I'm like, I'm going to feel the thing, right? I'm going to feel what it feels like to really have this movement of people that I have helped create these great businesses. And, they're helping their clients, and there are all these people that have been effective, and it's amazing. And, oh yeah, that feels really good. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. Right. You're done when you've moved past getting uncomfortable, because uncomfortable is where you go, yeah, it feels really good. Okay, I'm done. And it's where you say, I can feel it in a certain place in my body. I feel a little pressure here. I feel a little twinge here in my tummy. When you can start to identify these places in your body where this vision lives, that's when you know. That's when you know you've really felt into it. This is an important piece of allowing your brain to make a map to your vision. So I want you to feel it. And then step 5 is allow yourself to make decisions from that feeling place. So once you know where in your body this vision lives, now you can allow yourself to make decisions by referring to that place and by paying attention to what happens when you think about the decisions in your life. And that's how you know. That's called intuition. So that's your 5 steps, y'all. A little bit touchy-feely, I know. This is way different than the stuff that we normally do. but super useful. And I want you to give it a try, and I want you to let me know how it goes. So, step one, practice gratitude. Get out a piece of paper, write down the things you're thankful for every day, 5 to 10 of them. Know what you want so that you can filter your reality to match the things that you want. Show your brain what it looks like by using 2 senses at a time. Journaling is 2 senses. You're writing and you're touching and you're thinking. Vision boarding is 2 senses. Visiting locations is 2 senses. Step 4, feel into it. And step 5, allow yourself to make the decisions from that place that you feel in your body. Okay, y'all. So today we've talked about why our brains force us to remake our past every day. We talked about safety. We talked about survival of the fittest. We talked about the caveman brain. We talked about how making decisions based on current circumstances, which are actually just an amalgamation of our past traumas, how making decisions from current circumstances keeps us stuck in our past. And then we talked about how to create a vision that can serve as a map to our future selves and our future businesses and our future successes. I would love to hear what you think about this content. Please comment, contribute to the conversation, whether you're watching in the replay or whether you're watching live. Go ahead and give me a hashtag replay. Give me a hashtag live club, club. Let's do live squad. How's that? Live squad. So, and let me know what you're thinking of these steps that I've given you. If you are watching on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe. Please subscribe. Also, y'all know that we do have a channel on YouTube, and that's where the shareable content is. So if you're watching in the Grow Your Fitness Business group on Facebook, you're not going to be able to share this video to your friends because it's a private group. So you want to share either from YouTube or from the Fit Pros Connect Facebook page, because those videos, same video, I broadcast to all these places at one time, those videos are shareable. So if you just go to YouTube and find Fit Pros Connect or Grow Your Fitness Business, you'll be able to find this video and share it with your friends from there. If you are watching on Facebook, make sure you're in the Grow Your Fitness Business for instructors, trainers, and coaches group, because that's where we network and support each other. That's where I train you guys, and I can't wait to support you there. So one more thing, y'all. If you are ready to build a booming fitness, health, or wellness business in 2022, then I have something extra special for you. The January session of the Sell Out Your 2022 Business Kickstart is open for registration, and the private pop-up Facebook group gets started this week. So I want you to get registered so you can strike while the iron's hot. Right now, all of your clients are thinking new year, new me, and we want to get in there and help them to make those New Year's resolutions come true for them. So what I can do is help you to understand how to truly find your first clients and your next clients, and how to continue to grow this business without spinning your tires, without doing paid Facebook ads, without doing all of the things that you're hearing from the business building gurus that just cause you to be kind of stuck, right? All that same advice over and over again. In the Sell Out Your 2022 Business Kickstart, we don't do that same old stuff. I'm going to tell you what actually works. What are the down and dirty things? What are the surprising things? What are the counterintuitive things that will actually work to help you get that business growing? So get registered. It's at fitprosconnect.com/bootcamp. fitprosconnect.com/bootcamp. Get in there, get registered. It's a 4-day experience. It is $67. And my challenge to you is to 10x that investment during the time that we are together for that business kickstart. All right, so fitprosconnect.com/bootcamp. I'm going to put that in the comments, and y'all, that's what I've got for you today. Love you, and I will see you Thursday. We're going to have Kyle on Instagram Live, Kyle Sanick from Interval, and he's going to be talking about the platform, and we're going to be talking about, I just wrote the title of the thing down. Look for the promotion. We're going to be talking about how to make more money as an instructor or trainer in 2022. And it's going to be a great session. Kyle is always awesome. All right, y'all. I love you, and I'll see you soon.